Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Anthony here, West Virginia Barrel Kings. Thanks for tuning in. If you're here, do me a huge favor. Watch this video for a couple minutes at least. Hit the like, subscribe, follow, share. Hit all the buttons. Smash them all. Appreciate it. Follow along and tell me what you think. Give me some good feedback, whether it's good or constructive criticism. Just let me know. But tonight, I'm coming at you with the third battle of the best of 2025. And tonight's battle is very unique and should be completely off the wall, because when I put all the bottles in together and mixed them all up and got them computerized and randomized, today's battle is Penelope 13 Founders Edition, which is bourbon, versus the Star Hill Farms, which is a wheated whiskey, versus the Sagamore Tenure, which is a rye. So we have rye versus wheat whiskey versus bourbon. Sagamore comes in at about $60 to $70. Star Hill Farms is $100. Penelope 13 comes in at about $200. So I have an idea of what I think will win, but that's the fun part about doing the blinds. You never know what's going to happen. So let's dig in, and here's my score sheet. It is blank. I will rank the nose, palate, and the finish, give it an overall score. I don't know what these are. There's letters on the bottom of the glasses. They're randomized. Don't know which is which. There's letters on the front of these bottles. You guys may be able to see it if you zoom in. These letters will match up to one of these, and we'll rank them 3, 2, and 1. Find out which one is moving on to the next round. Let's start with the noses. First glass. There's like mint, like double mint chewing gum in the green label. There's some toasted nuts in there. I'm getting a lot of mint. Glass number 2. A lot of wild berries. Some caramel down deep. Some oak. It smells really good. Both of them are very good noses, completely different noses, which is going to be expected all three to be completely different than each other, which is going to make this a hard one to pick. This has some mature oak to it, some funkiness, some dustiness. Glass 1. Let's drink it and find out what it's about. For whatever reason, that is like chewing Wrigley spearmint and double mint chewing gum. And then on the back end though, it transfers over and gets some like cinnamon red hots to it. It's a very good transition. It's different for me tonight than what I usually get out of any of these 3 bottles. I may have a guess which one this is just because of the mint. It's got some chewiness there to it, a little bit of hug on the back end. That's really good. I like that. This one is just completely opposite. It is just bright, bursting fruitiness. Let's try it. So you get some oak, some honey, some layers of chocolate coming through, some like bright cherry notes coming through, or some kind of bright red fruit, cherry, or maybe our strawberry-ish. Good. Number 3. just smells mature. It smells like oak that's covered with caramel and vanilla. Let's find out what it's about. Okay, there's chocolate covered Hershey bar. Almost like a chocolate covered peanuts, like a Mr. Good bar, I think is what those are called. The ones that was in a yellow package that had chocolate and peanuts in it. It's kind of nutty, kind of chocolate and nuts. And very complex. It has a lot going on in that glass. Completely different, all three of them. I think I have an idea of what each is, but if I guess and I'm wrong, I'm going to look really stupid and lose all kinds of credibility. But this has the mint, so I'm going to guess this would be Sagamore. This is bright and fruity, so I'm going to guess this is the wheat. And that has the older maturity oak to it, so I would guess that's Penelope. Go in for another sip before I grade them on the palates. So the nose, I would give these two as 4s, and this as a 3. Okay, there's a lot more honey coming out right now in this one. And that's the thing. They sit out for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. They open up so much more. You get more notes. At first you get 1 or 2. Then they sit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You get another 2 or 3 notes out of it. Before you know it, you got 6 notes on it. Oh yeah, that's like tons of honey roasted nut now. Another sip. Getting some peach crumble on that, which, if I'm wrong, laugh, tell me I'm an idiot. But the Sagamore, one of the notes on the back of the label says roasted nuts, molasses, peach crumble. I'm not getting any molasses on this, I don't think, right now. I do get some of the peach. I get some of the roasted nuts. God, I love all 3 of these bottles, though. Like, when I put this in weeder blinds, it always does great. Comes out 1 or 2. I put this guy in blinds against other ryes, and it always blows everything away. So I love both of those. And this funkiness on this bottle, if you've seen other videos, I think I blinded it. I said there's just a whole lot of rickhouse funk going on that nose. So I still think that's what this is. Just on the funkiness of that. I love all 3 of these, man. I don't want to say one is better than the other, but one has to move on to the next round. And I don't know how I'm going to pick that out. God, that's a good, let's have another sip of 2. So this second sip on this one is a little more simpler notes. There's not a lot of complexity going on this time around to it. There's a little bit of that sweetness right up front, caramel, vanilla, and then it kind of goes away, kind of shorter on the finish. So the finish on that, I would have to go down a little, and the palate, I'd have to go down a little. Number 3. Let's try it. There's oak, there's caramel, there's a deep chocolate note that comes up and just overcomes all the wood that's there. So you're hit with this wood, this oak, and this maturity of levels of oak. But then over top of that oak comes this chocolate nuttiness that just blends and covers it and finishes with that chocolate nutty note. There's not a lot of spice there. So I got my rankings here. I'm gonna add them up, see what I think finishes first, second, third. So first and second are separated by 1 point. Third place is coming up a few points behind, so there's a little bit left to do with that one. But in third place for me tonight is glass number 2, and it's going to be glass B. That's A. So Star Hill Farms coming in third place. Then there were 2 coming in second place for battle of third round was glass number 1 and C, Sagamore. So I did hit it right on that mint note, but I'm not gonna lie, every time I drink this Sagamore, I've got caramel, vanilla, I've got toasted nuts, I got molasses a couple of times, I got some peach crumble going on, some peach fruit flavors. I've never got a lot of that mint note until tonight, so that is a first. I don't know if I'm getting sick or I'm just picking it out a little bit more specific tonight because it's going against some other things, but I did get that mint note. So glass C, Sagamore coming in second, which means you're number 1. And moving on to the next round is glass A, Penelope 13-year Founders Edition, coming in first place, moving on. And previous blinds had Wild Turkey Beacon moving on, and Still Austin Tanager moving on, and now Penelope moving on. So we have 3 of the 4 that's going to be in the final. And the next round coming up in a few days, maybe a week or so, will be Calumet 18 versus Bowman Cask 4, batch 4, and Russell Reserve 13, batch 6 that came out in the spring. And one of those will win to go on and battle in the final 4. And we will be narrowing it down to the best whiskey of 2025 for Anthony and the West Virginia Barrel Kings. So if you made it to here, thank you so much for spending 13, 14 minutes of your time with me today. Appreciate you guys so much. The support, the love you guys are showing. I do this for fun. I do this because this is my hobby. I do this because I love talking whiskey with people. And a lot of my friends are always working, so I have to jump online and talk to you guys. So please talk back. Send me some notes. Send me some messages. Send me some likes. Let's talk. We'll jump on a live sometime. We'll do some blinds here on a live or something. Let's just make it fun and then keep inviting and keep growing the bourbon community. All right. West Virginia Barrel King says, keep sipping, guys. And we'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Have a good evening.